Hello all, welcome back to the tutorials on Python. So in this specific tutorial, we will see some of the functions or operations that can be performed on the string, and also we'll see some of the differences with respect to C programming. So just to start with the first discussion, so basically in C you know that array is one of the data type which is a user defined data type, and you can have elements of the same data type. So in C you can declare a data type like this: int a of 10 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5. Now when you want to access a particular element in that array, so suppose if I want to access the first element, which you would access it as a of 0, the index starts with 0, and then if you want to access the fourth element, you would say a of 3. So that's how you access the array in C. So from this it is clear that the index is always a positive number. In C there is nothing like a negative number. Now when it comes to Python, you have bytes, byte arrays, lists. These are the different string data types where you can assign arrays. Now in Python you can have a positive index as well as negative index. If you see here, we have declared a list which has two elements, 1 and e. So to access the element from the beginning, that means from the left, you give index similar to C, where you say print list of 0. But if you want to access the element from the right side, that means from the E side, if you see here, then the index starts from -1 as shown here. So from the left it is 0, and from the right it is -1. So that means in Python you can have both the positive as well as negative index. So if you see the program, so here we have declared something elements list where we have 1 2 3, and then I'll just try to run this, the element and element. So we know element is 1 and -1 is from the side, first element, which is 3. So you can see here 1. So this is the accessing array is done in Python. So it is clear that we can have positive, negative Python. To string read operations in Python. So there is some terrain which is backward slash. So this backward slash is escape character. Any character after this escape aims meaning. If I say /n, definitely be n, but as a new line in Python. So slash reduces a tab in the string, and if you put backward slash and this apostrophe, you display a single quote, and then if you have a backward slash and double quotes, so you can display double quote in your Python. Now generally in a Python string declaration you cannot have single quote and double quote inside the string. If you want to include it, you should introduce a backward slash. And if you have a single backward slash, that means you are combining two lines in the Python. And /r is enter command, which is similar to C. And if you have double slash, it prints the single slash in the program. Now if you see in the program here, the same thing, we'll just try to remove the comments. These are called the documentation strings. Now if you see here, so we will talk about this one. So here we have included declared a string variable embedded design, and then there is a slash, and that is being introduced. And in the second one we have introduced /t, and the third one we have just put slash and written the string in the second line. So we'll see what happens when we see here slash. It will introduce a new line. It has introduced new line it has introduced then to a new introduces set is introduced here. If you slash and you write strings in the next line, we told that you can see log is no more on this. This is how the string operations can be done using the escape character, which is a different character. And then there is one more function, the string format function. So discuss on. I will just and let us assume double quotes. So you can see here it throws error, and when you to run, it says that the blog is no more valid. This is not have a quote inside. And as we mentioned, we can have syntax, and it also prints. Now there is more way other than using this backward slash, which we will see in the next talking about those things. We will section called format function. So format function in Python helps us to modify the string. Some of the requirement in something you might need to shift the string towards print in the middle of. So there could be requirements with respect to string and format function is declared using this of specifier. So specifier is nothing but the left justification or the right justification, or the that means by whatever amount that is required, and whatever are filled with. Similarly, when you write justify, the string moves to the right, and whatever moved filled with spaces would be shifted by that many spaces. Similarly, the center is written like to embedded design block. There is a string variable. Now using a format function, string a 5 means it will be moved spaces. So if you see in practical one, move it as per need. So this is how the string format function works here. Now see 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you see the string format function, the actual output shall be printed this way. So the output would be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these all would be filled with spaces, and embedded design block would be printed. This would be the output of this format function where it is right justified. So just observing the same thing in the program. So we'll try to comment this using the documentation strings. So let us bring out this. So here what we have done is we have tried to declare a string embedded design block, and we are formatting the string using right justification by 5 characters. And if you see the syntax here, we have put hash. What it means is that whatever the right movement of the string is done, the 5 characters shall be filled with hash symbol. So you can put any character as per your need. So if I just write here into the spaces, Python with Python did not print the escape characters, but the space introduced for this string. This is format functions used. Continuing our discussion, there is in the last slide we have mentioned that when is equal to embedded blog is printed, is declared, and codes in. Now that allowed, as we have seen the error thrown. Now to eliminate that, it can be modified. This code introduce a double quote. If you want to have a quote here in this so this, we can declare the string. You will use strings to start and end the string, and you will have double quotes and single quotes as per your requirement. So this is how you can use your formatting the string declaration options using documentation strings to print double and single quotes inside the string. So just to observe that, so this is the first one where we have seen that once you have a double quote and the string ends with double quote, so for which valid syntax with single quote and end single quote with the double quotes inside, and when I try to run, you quote. There is where and also two double backward slash, you can print the D here. So and then using one more method of strings, if I try to run this, you can see here code gets printed. This is how you can use your function and use for your need. If you want to use both double quote and single quote, we have used both double quote as well as the single quote. So this is how you use the functions. Continuing, there is one function in Python where you can print the length of the string, the string. Minimum lowest character and maximum character is nothing but the highest character. So when we say A to Z, A is the lowest character, Z is C. String length is used to or to calculate the length of the string. In Python, len is used to calculate the length of this small program. Declared a string block with documenting. You can declare it with double quotes or single quotes as well. Print of string and max of string. If you observe this, and if you try, the 18 is the minimum character and S is the highest character. So these characters string. So the string formatting functions, the string lengths, and then usage is done in. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let us know in the queue.